All right, one more thing.
Okay.
My wife
Mm-hmm.
made the website. She pushes all the buttons when we do this stuff.
Yep.
She makes the social media.
Yep.
She posts all the clips and all the episodes.
Yep.
And you're going to talk to her for 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Bye.
This will be fun. Nate actually gets to be on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, so make me look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Is this shirt okay?
It's okay. You're saying that on the thing.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, everyone. Is my shirt okay?
Yeah. Looks awesome.
Thanks.
So are you asking me questions now? Is the script
I have
completely
no
been flipped?
idea. Yeah. He just asked me if I wanted to be on camera, and I said that's fine.
Right.
But I don't know what we're supposed to talk about.
So, all right. So I'll ask questions then.
Okay.
So you sit behind the camera.
I do.
You listen to all of these episodes.
I have.
You listen to all the insanity that is at times edited out because it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, Nate keeps most of it in. And so what is it like sitting there listening to the two of us?
It's interesting because there are times when Nate will say something and I feel embarrassment for you. So there's that
Right,
happens.
that's fair.
I do enjoy listening to Nate ask the questions and then you give an answer because I'm also learning things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the kind of person that I'm like a sponge. I love
Right.
to learn all the things about all the things.
Right.
So it's really, I enjoy it a lot. So yeah, it's very fun. Sometimes embarrassing, sometimes frustrating.
Yeah. So how many times do you want to throw a shoe at Nate?
There's a lot of times.
Okay.
And there's a lot of times he can see me out of the corner of his eye, just like I can see him now.
Right.
And he knows I'm sitting there fuming. And he doesn't do anything.
Right.
So just know that you're not alone.
Oh, I appreciate that. And
feeling uncomfortable. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
So
and it does help to know that there's someone over there that's, just as mad at Nate in that moment as I am. And so, or sometimes it's mad, sometimes it's just the disbelief.
right. The
and
shock.
The shock
Mhm.
of, wow, he said that out loud.
Yeah.
Of course, you live with this.
I do. Mhm.
So there has to be some sense of this happens on a regular basis.
You would think that I'd be used to it,
Right.
but you never get used to it because you're like, wow, oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to say that now. So yeah, but I will tell you, it's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine not.
yeah.
And one thing that's interesting too, Nate's not here to, say anything back to me, so that's good.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting for me is like knowing I'm not the smartest person at this table. Nate is. And so sitting there going, so like we have the questions, like original questions that he sends to me. I have a base of like 5 to 9 questions that I know is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everything outside of that is just Nate winging it. And a lot of times those
Yeah.
9 questions are really like 2 episodes. So there's maybe only like 4 or 5 questions that I know are going to be asked. Everything else is coming from the top of Nate's head.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's shocking to me how quick he can be with coming up with something.
Yeah.
And then me trying to figure out, oh, trash, how do I answer this question? So that's, so sometimes I'm squirming just because I simply have no idea of how he came to this question and what in the world I'm going to do about it.
Yeah, there's times even in our personal lives where he will ask a question or he'll say something or he'll start talking to me about something and I have to be like, that's above my pay grade. I'll tell him like, you got to ask Joseph about that. You got to ask his friends about that. Like, I'm like, I have no idea. So yeah, I get that, but he's not the smartest person at the table. I feel like it is pretty equal. So
I
just sitting on the outside listening. We can't let his ego get too big.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
We really shouldn't. Never mind.
We got to knock that
Never
down
mind.
a
He's
little
not
bit.
the smart person at the table. All right.
But he is very quick-witted.
He is.
So
he is.
Yeah,
he is.
that is a good
thing. Well, and thank you for what you do.
Yeah, of
course.
course.
Because you're over here hitting all the buttons, making this thing go. And as Nate and I just sit here and, act like idiots. So, yeah.
It's fun for me. I enjoy being behind the scenes. I'm not, not a very spotlight kind of person.
Right.
So I really love the behind the scenes stuff, and that's where I really get to, show what I can do.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, thank you for working your magic for us.
Yeah. So that's the fun part. I feel like I get to do the fun part. So that's really how it feels for me. I get to make all the fun graphics and all the cool artsy stuff. So
no, that's awesome.
Yeah. He's the brains. I'm the creativity. There you go.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short though.
Yeah.
You got those brains too. So.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
So Nate, you're gonna come back and you got to come and end this thing.
Now
for
that
us.
he's been talked about.
I know.
He's gonna come back with a little bit more ego.
Yeah, right. Well, that's horrifying.
Yeah. So good luck.
No, thanks. Yeah, we got to bring Nate back because he's got to land this plane.
Oh yeah.
Because I do not know how to say all that stuff he says at the end of every episode.
I don't either.
Make sure you bring up the website.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Love you. Thank you.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She is awesome.